Like I literally sent application to transfer to universities in Germany. But then I was here on YouTube making videos about studying abroad. And I don't think if you look on my, if you look into my videos, you can't really tell that I was feeling that way. So if you are currently studying abroad and you're thinking about quitting, or you're having a really hard time, you're very, very homesick, then this video is for you, because I do want to talk about something that I don't think I've ever addressed in a video here on my channel, and it is the time when I wanted to quit studying abroad. So let's talk about that. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are super chill. We are sitting on my bed. I'm in my chill clothes and I'm hungry. That had nothing to do with the content. Constantly hungry. So I just wanted to do like a little chit chat video today, all about the time when I felt really awful here studying abroad in Aberdeen, Scotland. If you're new to my channel, then hi, my name is Laura. I'm a 21-year-old German small-town girl studying abroad in Aberdeen, Scotland. I've been studying abroad here since September 2016, so I'm currently in my final semester of my final year here, and I love it. I love it so much. I am for sure living my absolute dream life, honestly. I moved abroad when I was 18, and since then I've been living abroad. I traveled solo all around the world. I did a semester abroad in Toronto, Canada, and I think, when you look at my Instagram, when you look at my YouTube, you can easily get the impression that I'm always happy and positive and motivated and yay, everything is great. But it's definitely not always been like that. I would for sure say that like 90% of the time I am really like that. I also have dips when I just feel like miserable, like my life is just ending and everything doesn't make any sense. I can make a total different video on that. But I would definitely say that I love studying abroad now so much more than I did, for example, in second year when I wanted to quit studying abroad. So I want to share with you the story of that and also how I got out of it, because you can get out of it. And I think it's just really, shifting some mindsets, and I do want to share that with you guys today. Also, if you do like those kinds of, a little bit more of chit-chat videos and deep life chats, then you should definitely head over to Spotify or iTunes and subscribe to my podcast, Driven by Curiosity. I just recently relaunched it, and on there you can find episodes really with some deep life chats, personal development, and, self-love, and dreams and mindset and all of those things. So if you are interested in that, make sure you consider subscribing to the podcast. In second year, which was from September 2017 till May 2018, I definitely wasn't super happy studying abroad in Aberdeen. First of all, I think it was really because of my whole flat situation. I was living with people who didn't really have my same, sleep schedule, so I couldn't really sleep when I wanted. I was constantly woken up, and also they weren't really clean, and the flat itself wasn't really nice. It wasn't in a great location in Aberdeen, and so it wasn't like a pretty space to be around. And also I really didn't enjoy university, because I know my courses were great, but we didn't really have a lot of contact hours. I think I was in uni like 10 hours a week or something, like literally nothing. And I was also kind of going through, not a breakup, but kind of, that guy I was seeing in Germany, it just like, went away. And, a lot of emotional drama as well. Not drama, but I didn't really have a lot of friends here, because my friend Marissa, she was studying abroad in Finland, and I haven't met Jana, or I just met Jana actually like in second year. She made a lot of my life a lot better. But yeah, I didn't really have anyone to surround myself with. I'd also just gotten into entrepreneurship, so it really pissed me off that I had to go back to uni, because I was like, I just want to do my own business, and this uni has like, it just makes no sense. And I was just feeling honestly so not satisfied at all, and I was questioning, why am I here? Why am I spending so much money on rent, on food, on transport, on everything when I'm not even enjoying this? And I got all the guilt. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing with my life? I'm wasting my life. I was feeling very, very homesick. I wanted to quit. I was like, yeah, that makes no sense. So what I actually did, I was being serious about quitting. So first and foremost, I asked my uni if I can finish my degree in 3 years and not 4, because I still don't really see the point why it's 4 years. I think you could easily finish that course that I did now in 4 years and 3 years, or even 2. But anyway, that's a different conversation to have. So I went to my uni, I asked, and there wasn't an opportunity to do that. So I researched, and obviously if I finish after 3rd year, because I knew that in 3rd year I would have like my study abroad, which I went to Toronto, and my internship. But I just didn't want to come back for 4th year. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna finish 2nd year and then transfer maybe to like university in Germany or something like that, you know? So I also researched that. I reached out to many universities. Like I literally sent application to transfer to universities in Germany. But then I was here on YouTube making videos about studying abroad. And I don't think if you look on my, if you look into my videos, you can't really tell that I was feeling that way, just because back then I wasn't as open and as transparent online, which now is like my biggest value. I'm like, I want to share the shitty sides of studying abroad. I want to share all the crap, all the hardships, because I want you to feel less alone in whatever you are going through. And we are all in this together. This is really such a deep message, or such a deep value of mine. Is I think that we often isolate ourselves, and I'm definitely someone, I do that too, because I'm always protecting my energy, but we are in this together. And if someone would just step up and be brave and say how they really feel, then other people would also be brave and say how they feel, and we would all feel a lot more connected. What was the reason was I really put myself into the victim mentality of my circumstances. And I think this is like the biggest reason why people just are unhappy generally, or why they want to quit study abroad, is because you think that studying abroad will heal everything in your life. You think that by moving abroad you can run away from your problems. You think that studying abroad and moving abroad will just serve you this dream life on a tray, That is not true. That is not true. Studying abroad is not perfect. There are still everyday struggles. It's never going to be perfect. There are always going to be issues as well. And if you tie your happiness to those circumstances that oftentimes you can't really change in that moment, you're always going to fluctuate. Your happiness is always going to fluctuate constantly, and you're going to be dependent on the circumstances. And I do realize that, some circumstances really suck, and yes, you have to get out of them. And if you can change them, then do change them. But sometimes, we can't right now. But that is not an excuse to be unhappy right now. Because that is something that I really learned just recently, or I think in 2019 I really learned that is happiness is not big things. It's small little things. It's the gratitude, the appreciation for small things that make you happy. Doing my yoga routine, or going to a coffee shop to journal. All of those things that have nothing to do with big circumstances, like what course I'm studying, or how my business is going, or where I'm living. Those small little pockets of happiness, they are really what make up most of your overall happiness. But we think that those, 10% of big goals or whatever, and determine everything. I think what has really changed for me, and what I want to kind of help you achieve as well, is to get out of that victim mentality. To get out of, oh, this is so hard, this sucks, Yeah, it does. It does suck. And yeah, it is hard, but is that making you any happier? Is blaming circumstances, blaming others, making you happier? We oftentimes cannot change the external. We cannot change other people. We sometimes can't change situations. I mean, yeah, I could have moved out of that flat in second year, but was it like necessary? Was it feasible for me in that moment? No, it wasn't. Could I change that I, was breaking up or whatever with this guy? Well, no, I can't, because I can't change him. Can I change the weather in Aberdeen? I can't. Can I change how my course is structured? I can't. But I can always make the best of it. I can always choose to shift my perception. I can always choose to take every situation as, what can I learn from this? What is this actually teaching me? How can I be grateful for this? Circumstances like studying abroad, traveling, starting your own business, living in a nice apartment, all the things that we think bring us happiness, they might add to your happiness, but they don't guarantee it. Right? They don't guarantee happiness, because the truth is that you can achieve all of those goals and you can still feel unfulfilled if that is your mindset around it. But you can just the same way say, wow, I am living my dream life now, although I have goals, although things could be better, but already now it is great because I choose to see it that way. It is a choice. It really is a choice. And I really think that one of the biggest misconceptions that people have about studying abroad is that studying abroad is going to fix all of your problems, and they're kind of waiting for studying abroad to save them from drama they have at home. And don't get me wrong, I know that there are certain circumstances, certain situations that really, really suck. I'm not talking about like really bad things. But I'm also telling you that even study abroad won't be perfect all the time. And if you don't start changing that mindset now that you are maybe still at home, or maybe you are studying abroad and there are a lot of things that suck, you have to start changing that mindset, because there are always going to be circumstances and situations in your life where things are not perfect, right? But you cannot sacrifice your happiness for that. Happiness is a choice, and happiness is a perception, and I think we really have to take more responsibility for that. We can't change what happens to us, but we can change how we react to the things that happen to us. We can take responsibility for how we respond. I'm not saying that the situation you are in is your fault, but I'm saying it's your fault on how you react to it. It's your fault to put yourself into a victim mentality. It's your fault to be negative about it. And don't get me wrong, it's fine to be negative. It's fine to lay in bed for a few days and be like, yeah, that sucks. It's fine to whine and to cry and to do all the things. But it's not okay to stay down and to ruin your happiness for a longer period of time. It's not okay to have this privilege of studying abroad, but then blame every circumstance around you, everyone else except for yourself, for how you feel. And I know this sounds harsh, but we really have to take more control and more responsibility for our emotions. My questions to you are you doing everything in your power to make this work? Are you asking yourself every day, how can I make this more amazing? How can I make this more fun? How can I make my morning routine nicer? How can I make my evening routine nicer? How can I show up in a more kind way? How can I focus on the positive? How can I surround myself with positive people? Where can I find those positive people? What would this look like if it was fun? What's my ideal situation? And how can I take steps today to get there? Also, by the way, those questions are really, really great for journaling, and I've actually put together 20 of my favorite journaling prompts into a PDF that you can download for free. The link to that will be down below in the description box. Maybe really getting into journaling practice, a daily journaling routine, will help you. Plus, I also just recently started my second channel, Journal with Laura, which is all about journaling as well. So check out those two things if you want to learn more about journaling. Because the truth is that studying abroad or starting your own business or traveling and living this dream life, it's a privilege, and not a lot of people have it. And I think that you would regret not having tried everything in your power to make it work. If you're like, I've tried everything and I can't anymore, then that's fine. That's your choice. But it's also your choice to make it work. And right now, I'm so incredibly happy here, and not that much has changed. I mean, yeah, I have a nicer apartment, and yeah, maybe my uni is a little bit more interesting. But what has changed is that I don't let small things or things that I can't control influence my happiness, because I get up every day and I choose to make this the best day ever. And if at the end of the day, in like the afternoon, evening, I feel a bit sluggish and I'm like, this day hasn't been great, then I sit down with my journal and I journal, what can I do to make this day better? What can I do to end this day on a good note, right? You know, a dream life is not gonna be handed to you. It's something that you create every single day. Happiness is something you create. It's not something that just happens when you go abroad or when you get that dream job. It's something you create every day, and you can start creating this now. So think about, what are the small things that bring me happiness? What are the small things that, I can do anywhere, everywhere, anytime, not dependent on anyone else, to make me happy. And it's really about small little things. It's not like big, things. It's about the small little pockets of happiness. So before you quit, ask yourself, have I tried? Have I tried? Have I tried to make this work? Have I done my most? Have I done my best? Or am I just making excuses for myself? If this video has resonated with you and you might think that someone who you know would benefit from it, then make sure that you take a screenshot of you watching this video right now if you're on your phone, and put it on your Instagram stories and tag me at Laura_Langheinrich so I can reshare it. I can reach out to you. We can chat about your situation. We can figure out together how to make things better for you. And just honestly reach out to me on Instagram. I would love to chat with you. Also comment down below what other topics you want me to chat about that have to do with those sorts of things, right? I don't know how you say that other than deep life chats, because that's deep life chat, right? But happiness and creating your dream life and failure and fears and all the things. Comment down below what you want me to talk about. All right, that is the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It helped you, it gave you some sort of support. If yes, make sure you give this a thumbs up, and yeah, stay around on the channel. I appreciate you guys so very much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!